Hello and welcome to the LHC Frameworks series. My name is Timothy Lee Davis. I'm the Technical Support Manager for LHC in the London and the South East. And today we'll be continuing our series where we provide you a snapshot look at our frameworks. If you've not had the opportunity to do so far, then please go back and have a look at some of our previous episodes where we're providing you with a brief overview. Today I'll be looking at our whole house refurbishment framework. So let's take an introduction look at the whole house refurbishment framework. This has been developed to provide an efficient, value for money procurement route for the delivery of public sector housing refurbishment works. The tender was carried out in strict accordance with the EU Procurement Directive and UK public sector procurement rules. The whole house refurbishment framework is now live and projects can be registered up to the 1st of March 2024. So who is eligible to access this framework? Well, the general rule of thumb is that if you are a publicly funded organisation, you are able to access the LHC framework. So this would include local authorities, housing associations, health authorities, schools, universities, colleges, and blue light organisations. As ever, this is not a definitive list, but you can contact us should you wish to know if the organisation you work for or represent is eligible to access our framework. So let's have a look at the structure of the whole house refurbishment framework. So this framework has been broken down into two separate work streams. As you can see, the first work stream is the whole house refurbishment specialisms. And those have been broken down into four areas. That of kitchen and bathrooms, electrical works, landscaping, and painting and decorating. Now you're able to access one of these specialisms as long as this takes up the majority of the works within the project. You can pick up associated works within each specialism when the project has been procured. For example, if you decided to go down the route of the painting and decorating specialism of cyclical decorations and pre-decoration repairs, you would be able to pick up repairs to the pitched and flat roofs, fascias and soffits, windows and doors, while carrying out the works to the property. Workstream 2 covers that of multidisciplinary works. So this is as well as the specialist works listed within the specialisms workstream 1, this workstream is for the delivery of a wide range of whole house refurbishment works, including any of the following additional works. So this would include works such as heating and electrical, disabled adaptations, the supply renewal of gas-fired central heating and upgrading of boilers, electrical heating installations, roofing, electrical wiring, cladding, the renewal of windows and doors, including fire doors, fire detection, suppression systems, and sprinklers. The important thing to remember with this framework is that it covers any planned and major works to the whole house, hence the name. The framework has been procured using the National Housing Federation Schedule of Rates version 7. So any works that are covered by that schedule of rates, which is quite definitive, can be procured through this framework. So further to these two work streams of specialisms and multidisciplinary works, we have then broken the framework down further into separate value bands. Now these value bands will represent the annual value of the project. Workstream 1, that of the specialist works, has two value bands for projects valuing £250,000 to £2 million. The second value band is that for projects 1.5 million to £5 million. With workstream 2, that covering multidisciplinary works, there are three value bands: £250,000 to £2 million, £1.5 million to £5 million, and £5 million plus. Further to this, within the whole house refurbishment, we have a DPS, or dynamic purchasing system, and this is to cover minor projects under the value of £500,000 or £500,000 can be procured through our DPS. For more information about the DPS, then please do get in contact with us and we'll happily go through how this works with you. Now we'll take a snapshot look at the contractors who are able to access through this framework. Here you can see all of the contractors who made it onto the framework and made it through our rigorous tender processes. These contractors are able to cover either the specialisms or the multidisciplinary, and again, if you'd like to contact us, we would happily provide you a definitive list of those contractors who cover your regional area. So should you decide to use the LHC frameworks, you have two call-off options to be able to access these contractors. The first would be that of a mini competition, whereby we'd invite all of the capable contractors for that work stream to partake in a tender process, and we'd run the expression of interest to establish those interested on behalf of the client. The second route is that of direct award. This allows you to directly award to the top performing contractor based on price, quality, or combined value for money. Weightings can be adjusted according to the client's preference, and you can also direct award to a company if you have a justifiable reason. And we can again speak to you more about this should you require. Using the LHC frameworks are very easy. The process is displayed here in the flowchart on your screen, which would start with a project being registered with the LHC, whereby the LHC will then provide a unique project number. This will give you a clear auditable trail throughout the life cycle of the project. Once this has been completed, the LHC will then run an expression of interest to all of the companies who qualify. We would then provide these company details back to the client, along with their interest, for them to issue their tender documents using whichever chosen platform that they require. They would then receive the submissions back and evaluate these, and then award based on the evaluation using any contract of their choice. The client would then advise the LHC of the award, complete with the estimated value of the project, the commencement date, and the estimated completion date. But our hand does not stop there at the LHC. We continue to provide technical support throughout the life cycle of the project. One of my roles is to provide this further assistance throughout the project and to monitor the performance of the contractor. And we're able to do that right to the end of the project for you. So what are the benefits of using the LHC frameworks? Well, by accessing our frameworks, you're able to achieve a quick project start and negate the lengthy OJU process, which can often take between 9 and 12 months. You can be sure that all the companies maintain high quality standards. We at the LHC provide support and advice throughout the duration of the project. And all of our appointed companies through our FAC1 agreement have a minimum requirement of service level guarantees. Obviously, while you're able to set your own requirements within your own contracts, you always have these to fall back on should you need them. You can also be sure that all of the companies have been through this competitive procedure to be on the framework. And as mentioned, with the whole house framework, it's being procured using the National Housing Federation Schedule of Rates. And all of the prices have been submitted previously. So each contractor has an approved maximum price from which they cannot exceed for works undertaken if it's procured through our framework. At the LHC, we are the market leaders with a wealth of knowledge and experience of procurement. We have a central technical team who sit on various standard boards and keep fully up to date on new standards and practices. And we believe strongly in providing ongoing support throughout the duration of the project. As mentioned earlier, by accessing the LHC frameworks, you're able to have a fast and efficient route to procuring a project, and this in turn brings its own financial gains. The LHC are a non-for-profit organisation, and we provide our members with a rebate based on their spend through each financial year. We have two different types of memberships, which we'd be happy to talk to you further about. You do not have to be a member to access our frameworks, but if you'd like more information about membership, then please again do contact us. We do encourage our members to channel any rebates that they get into community benefit projects, and we work closely with organisations and charities who are able to put this into action. You can learn more about our community benefit work through our social media channels. I please advise you to follow us on these channels where available. So finally, the contact details. Should you wish to know more about this exciting whole house refurbishment framework or any of the frameworks that we've discussed previously or will be discussing in the future, please do contact us. Our contact details can be seen on the screen. Jennifer Castle is our regional manager for London and the South East. We have dedicated client support managers covering the South East and London, and Ethan James, Ian Davis and Bobby Singh. And I am the technical support manager through the region to provide this ongoing support. I hope this has been informative and beneficial, and please do continue to tune in as we continue to look through all of our frameworks in this series. Take care.